Okay, our Coors Light pole winner for the 53rd Annual Food City 500 that'll be conducted here Sunday afternoon at Bristol Motor Speedway is Kyle Busch. He drives the number 18 M&M's Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. He sets a track record qualifying lap of 14.813 seconds, which is 129.535 mile per hour, bettering the previous qualifying record held by Ryan Newman in 2003. This is his 11th pole in his career, his first pole in 2013. Actually, it's his first pole at Bristol. He's got 5 wins here. The first pole for you, Kyle. So congratulations. Certainly off to a good start at a track that you like to win. Yeah, it's certainly starting up front here at Bristol can mean good things, but doesn't always work that way. I've won plenty of races here starting in the back, but to be able to come out here today, this whole Joe Gibbs Racing team's done a great job, Dave and all the guys, and unloaded with a really good race car. So, we just kept fine-tuning on the M&M's Camry to make it a little bit better, and, we were able to get it to where it was pretty quick in practice. We thought we'd have a shot for the pole, but we've thought that many times here before, and we've ended up 30th or something. So we backed up our practice time, which was good, and car felt great during the lap. Just track's kind of getting a little bit of age on it, so it's getting a little bit rougher, and that's about all that we felt different from what we've had here in the past years. We'll take questions. We'll start over here with Mike to the left.
MikeHenryspeed.com. Kyle, how fast can these heavier cars go here? Is the limitation just the tire compound, or can you get down to low 14s?
I think a lot of it is probably tire. You could certainly put a softer tire on here and go lights out, but you'd have trouble making it very much longer after that. You get a little bit better tire on it, and you start pushing lower lap times, and then you start getting higher loads, and then you'll probably start seeing some fatigue and some parts and stuff like that. But if it was like the old days where guys would go places and try to do speed runs, you'd take the lead out and you'd try to build a car as light as you could for here just to go make a lap. I bet you could run somewhere in the low 14s, probably some teens or 20s.
Let's go to Bob right here.
Bob Parker, Sporting News. What happened in practice when you got washed up into Gilliland, and then also do you expect the high groove to come in on Sunday?
Yeah, we pulled out. My spotter kind of cleared me to go out, and I might have lollygagged a little bit, and the 38 caught me and got to my outside, and I was just trying to clear him and get away from him, but he kept racing me, so I ended up getting in the corner a little too much with him on my door and got loose and made contact and spun a little bit, which killed the rest of practice for our race run stuff. So we'll because it hurt the set of tires, so we had to start qualifying practice from there. But as far as the race goes, I think we'll definitely see the top lane come in for sure. When or how fast, I'm not sure about that exactly, but I think the nationwide race, we'll see it come in. You'll start seeing guys work in the middle and then working a little bit higher, maybe towards the edge of the grind. And then, throughout the Cup race, we saw the grind area really come into play. And as rough as the bottom's getting, because they ground the top, they made the top smoother, so it might actually make the top better than what we all originally planned to hope for.
Let's go all the way back here to Al, and then we'll go to Nate.
Thank you. Kyle, Al Pearson, Auto Week. When you put down a lap like you did today, as early as you did today, do you sort of know in your mind it's going to take an extraordinary lap to beat me, or did you really think there might be somebody in the last 35 who could beat you?
There was a lot of guys that got closer to me than I expected them to, but it's weird because sometimes you can sit on a pole and you'd be like, man, I just busted my butt and that was a fast lap. And then nobody's going to beat that. And then somebody beats it, or somebody else might even beat it, and you end up third or fourth, and you're like, well, I guess it wasn't that good. And then there's other times where you're like, oh man, that was slow. I don't think that's going to be but 5th or 6th, and then it ends up being the pole. So you never really know. I'm never really very good judge at any of that stuff. So you just wait till the end and find out if you got it or not.
Let's go up here to Nate and then David.
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. Kyle, you've won here 5 times, but this is the first time you've started higher than 9th. Is any reason for that? That today it just all clicked in qualifying? You've been so good at the end of a race, but never to start a race.
Yeah, no, we've never really worried too much about qualifying runs or anything like that. But this new car, just I like driving it because you can drive it a lot more like the older car that we had years ago, where you could just abuse it a little bit and try to drive a little bit harder. So, the old car was all about being smooth and precise, and this one here, you can make a little bit more speed by trying it a little harder.
David?
David Newton, ESPN.com. Kind of the last 3 weeks or so, there's been a lot of talk about the car and whether it's great or not. And it seems like when you come to Bristol, there's always something crazy that happens, and fans seem to enjoy it, and the racing's all of a sudden great again. Is this a big week for NASCAR? You think that that they need this race to be really good?
No, I think that we actually put on a good show last week in Vegas, where there was a lot of good racing. I thought there was good racing throughout the field. There was times where guys were side by side, and there was some passing. There was actually some passing for the lead on the racetrack, even though I was the one getting passed for the lead. That kind of sucked. But other than that, it was a good show. So I don't think this weekend here in Bristol's needs to be a savior at all. I think we just all need to go out here and put on a good show and enjoy Bristol for what Bristol is, and see what happens Sunday.
Any other questions for Kyle Busch? Over there, far right.
Nate Hubbard with the Bristol paper. Last August, you didn't seem to be too excited about the track changes. Is your opinion different now, especially with the new car, or just with your lap today?
I think we'll see again what it all has in store for us. But like I said a little earlier, there was times in the race where we all weren't sure that the top lane was going to come in, and then as soon as the grind started taking a little bit of rubber, boom, everybody was up there, and it was smoother to run up there than it was some of the other parts of the racetrack. And so it made it to where it actually became the bottom, like the way bottom, and then the way top. There really wasn't a middle. So we might see some of that again come Sunday.
Kyle, thanks for coming in. Congratulations on a super qualified effort, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Look forward to it.